Yo, yo, I'm back again. As always, like I said, movement of men. We gonna get the men together. We gonna get y'all cats together, man. We got things we gotta do. We got movements we need to make. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of more information because the video I did before this, we talked about confidence, right? And I kind of gave one of the examples of what you should try to do, which was doing some kind of canvassing or cold calling, right? Now, I mean, those are examples. There's other things that you can do out there, so I'm gonna hit you with some other things. But first, I'm gonna tell you a little story that happened that kind of it emphasizes the fact of how confidence comes into play with no matter what type of position you're in. If you have confidence, that outshines everything that somebody else would maybe pay more attention to, that would maybe kind of ruin the situation. So my uncle, God rest his soul, my uncle passed away last year. He had a friend. Friend was alky, you know, drunk a lot, you know what I'm saying? And so they went to a club one time, and the cat was drinking up a storm and, you know, doing his normal routine. He kind of was somewhat of a functional alcoholic, um, but you could tell when you were around him that he probably was a little off as far as how many drinks he took. Anyway, so he was drinking a lot the whole entire time that he's there. They're at a club. So he goes into the bathroom, he uses the bathroom, right? And he makes a mistake and he urinates all on himself, right? So he comes back out talking to my uncle, and my uncle's like, man, what's that smell, man? And he smelled like urine, right? Smelled like urine. This cat, that night, my uncle said got 3 phone numbers from ladies out there. And he danced the whole night long with various women, smelling like pee. And so the moral of the story is that this cat had so much confidence that it didn't matter that he smelled like urine, and he convinced himself enough to where that wasn't going to be an issue. He convinced the young ladies that he was talking to that that's not an issue because you know that they probably smelled this urine. But they still gave him the phone numbers and they still danced with him. So if you ain't talking about some serious confidence there, I don't know what the freak is. Now, you could say that, hey, this cat probably was, you know, out of his mind, and so, you know, he's kind of delusional, and so he's not even paying attention to what he's doing. But how does that answer for the young ladies giving him his phone number, giving them their phone number, and dancing with him all night long? Because you know, if somebody smells like urine, you're not trying to be next to that person. Now, maybe they could have been drunk too or whatever. But I don't, you know, it's kind of a little far-fetched where you got multiple women he's dancing with and he gets multiple phone numbers. So my point is, again, it's confidence. It really is confidence when it all comes, when it's all said and done with everything that you do. If you can get to a point where you become super confident, then it's much easier for you to navigate this whole entire world, whatever it is that you want to do. You ever go and do something, whether it is that you go to the gym or you find out some type of good news, or somebody, you know, they give you some type of I don't know, maybe it's some type of compliment, or you feel good in the moment, and you know that feeling that you get when you feel good in the moment, and it makes you feel like you're on top of the world. That's just a little taste of having that confidence. You get it in spurts. But the goal that you're trying to get to is you're trying to get to the point where that's sustainable, where it's ongoing. So the only way that you can do it where it's ongoing is you're going to have to implement certain things that you do that start to heighten your level of confidence. Some of the things you can do: look up things that increase your adrenaline. Things that increase your adrenaline, whether it's skydiving or doing some type of deep sea diving, or, you know, riding some type of contraption, a bicycle some type of way, or standing on areas where maybe it's, you know, you have a fear of heights, or you go to a pet store and you everything I'm telling you, you need to be safe with. So you need to consult with your doctor, and you need to make sure that your heart is right, because adrenaline is going to increase your heart rate. You go to a pet store and you tell those cats, like, hey, you know what, I would like to have a tarantula come out. I'd like for you to bring a tarantula out and put it in my hand. Now, most people, that's going to freak them out. You know what I mean? Now, I mean, there's some people out there who are into animals and pets or whatever, and they don't have a problem with dangerous things like that. But if you do, then go take your butt to the pet store and have them pull out snakes or a spider or something like that, because what this does is it continues to add that little notch of confidence. Because if you now have experienced holding some type of an animal, a pet, not even a pet, it's an animal, some creature, and you know that this thing is going to freak you out and going to raise your heart rate, you're going to add a notch of confidence because you accomplished something that most people won't be able to do. And when you understand that all you're doing is you're increasing the momentum, you're increasing those notches of confidence on you to where you are going to be able to feel invincible. You're going to feel invincible after a while, because you're going to sit back and you're going to recall all these things that you went through. Whether it was skydiving, deep sea diving, riding a bike somewhere, going on high, you know, somewhere heights, somewhere where it's much higher up and you have a fear of heights, or you go mess around with some creatures. There's a ton of things that you can do to increase your adrenaline. Like I said, you want to be safe, consult your doctor, because your heart rate, and you want to be safe in whatever the activities that you're doing. But there's ways of doing activities that increase your adrenaline, and it allows you to be able to be safe. Even when you do exercises, after you feel, when you're in the gym, and most of these guys are standing in front of the mirror and stuff like that, what do they feel? They feel pumped up, they feel good. If a woman came by right at that moment, 9 times out of 10, you probably have enough confidence to talk to them. So it's confidence we need to build on. Not this fake confidence that you have with these folks out here with the manosphere, doing all this nonsense where you gotta bark and pump your chest up and grab folks and, you know, do all of this wannabe alpha male stuff. That's not no real confidence, man. Most of those folks are lame in the first place. Nobody wants to be around them. So they have to drum up this type of alter ego in order to convince other people that there's something that they're not. I want you to have real confidence. Real confidence is just a matter of being able to accomplish goals day in and day out. The more that you accomplish goals, even go to a hardware store. If you've never used any tools before, go to a hardware store and try to, you know, screw something into your house. Those little things, when you accomplish it, all of a sudden it makes you feel, it gives you a different level, a different sense of accomplishment, a different sense of awareness that you can do certain things. And these are all things that you start recalling in your memory bank, so that you can pull from that memory bank when you need to when whatever situation comes, whatever situation arises, you can now pull it up and say, man, shoot, you know what? This ain't nothing, man. Shoot, I had a tarantula in my hand the other month. I had a snake in my hand the other month, man. I jumped out of the freaking plane. I did whatever activities there were. You recall that. So when you start to now come in the presence of whatever it is that you need to do, whether it's talking to a young lady or to apply for a job or go towards whatever it is that you know that there could be rejection, you're going to remember like, man, shoot, I'm the dude. I did some serious stuff. So this ain't nothing. Somebody saying, you know what? They're going to reject you. Okay, cool. But it puts you in a place where you have now heightened your confidence level. And it's pure confidence. It's true confidence, because you always are going to have that memory. You did that event. You did that activity. See what I'm saying? So let's work on our confidence naturally. Naturally. Not putting no stuff all in your system. Not drinking, not smoking, not doing whatever supplements and all that. No, get some natural events or natural activities that you apply to your life and build up that memory bank so that you can recall all of the things that you need when the time is right. And that's what you're seeing when you see any kind of athletes or anything like that. They're recalling those moments where they were put in a clutch position. They had to be clutch, and they can be clutch again over and over again. Same thing with confidence. You can be confident over and over again the more reps that you get. You can become stronger the more reps that you get. So let's build on that confidence. That's just a little bit that I'm trying to give to think about other ways of how men can become more confident. All right? Now, again, I'm going to go to the park to go do what I got to do. I'm going to catch y'all cats on the next note. Peace out.